Today we're going to be delving deep into the purple cloud trading strategy. Trade Guru swears by this trading strategy, but we're not going to take his word for it. Oh no, we're going to be backtesting it rigorously here on Tradingview and putting it under the microscope. But before I go any further and roll my sleeves up and get to work, I have a question for you guys. What trading signals do you guys use? Do you guys have a buy-sell indicator that you use on Tradingview? And I'd love to hear your experiences, whether they're good or bad, down in the comments below. Okay, without further ado, let's get straight to it. Hey fellow traders, my name's David and welcome back to my channel where I dissect trading strategies to help you become a more profitable trader. Today I've got something a little special lined up for you, a new indicator that I was found on YouTube. It seems to be creating quite a buzz as it's a simple buy and sell indicator, but under the hood there is quite a lot of moving averages and things like that coded into a simple buy and sell signal. The indicator looks simple but effective, and the YouTube channel where I found it says that you'll never lose again.
Win, win, win. No.
We as traders know that that isn't true. In real life, it never happens. But don't take my word for it. We're going to go over to my computer and backtest it. And at the end of the video, if you stick around, you'll be able to see my optimizations and how I think you can improve the trading strategy. Let's get over to my screen. Let's backtest this strategy. But guys, can I ask you a favor? If you do find any value in this video, if you don't mind just giving it a good old thumbs up and share it with anybody you might know, it really will help me to grow this community and it really is much appreciated. And if you want to watch more videos about me, why not subscribe as well? I do videos every Monday and Friday and quite a few live streams, AMAs and things like that. That's enough talking. Let's get over to my screen and backtest this strategy. Okay, here we are on my computer, giving credit where credit is due. This is a Trader Guru and the impossible to lose trading strategy. We're going to go over to Tradingview. I'm going to add the indicators. I'm on BTC USDT on the 1 hour time frame. We're going to go up to indicators up here and we're going to be searching for the purple cloud, and it probably will be the only one you'll find as it is the only trading strategy on the community scripts at the moment. There is another one just there. Oh, bummer. I didn't realize. Now there's two. Okay, so it's the purple cloud, which is the first one here. We're going to add this here. And that's going to add this indicator here. Now this indicator is pretty simple. It gives us purple bars when we're looking for buys and orange bars when we're looking for sales. It's even better than that. It gives us a buy and sell signal, purple buy, orange sell just here. It's as simple as that. In the background, I've had a look at the code. There's a good algorithm behind it which uses volume weighted moving averages. And if we go back to the screen over here, we'll be able to see that there isn't that many actual settings. The settings we're going to leave as is. We're not going to be using the MMD bands just here, so we're going to remove those. And we're going to be looking at these indicators. So as you can see, as a buy signal comes up here, you can see that we actually get some quite good buy signals as just like this up here, 2.8%. Sell, this one was consolidating. This one over here was absolutely excellent as an entry. You would have been able to make a 6% on that one. As you can see though, there are loads of consolidation areas which it seems to get choppy, and yeah, as any buy sell signal indicator does, it gets in when it shouldn't because it's always in a trade. That is probably one of the problems with most buy sell signal indicators. They're always in a trade, trying to please us as traders more than they are actually giving a strategy. All of this crap should have been actually not traded and we could have just traded the trends. But anyway, we're going to be filtering those out, and thanks to the channel that I spoke about earlier, we're going to be adding a couple of other indicators. Okay, to filter out these trades, we're going to be adding two indicators. We're going to be adding a smooth moving average, which we're just going to add to the chart like this. And then we're going to be using a EMA difference. Now, I have never ever used this indicator before, this actual setup myself. So as you can see, there's two here. Now, inside this one, it isn't an open source difference, but this one here, which is the second one, which is by Mustafa, the 3, is actually open source. They're exactly the same indicator, so I'm going to be using the second one here so we can actually delve a bit deeper into the actual trading strategy. We're going to add it here. Now I'm going to change some of the settings very quickly so we can see it on YouTube a little bit better. I'm going to change the color to white and make this a little bit thicker. And then we're going to go all the way over here and we're going to change our SMA to 8 and 21. Now they're the settings of Trade Guru. I think that we could probably do better, but they're what we got for the moment. So then we're going to go back to our chart and we're going to look at this SMA. We're SMMA. We're going to go over and we're going to change that to 145, and we're going to change our color to white as well, because of YouTube allows us to see that a little bit better on our screens. Okay, so what we're looking for here is when we're looking for a short, we're looking for the histogram to be below the 0. The 0 is the line where it's above and below. 0 is just here in the middle. So we're going to be looking for the histogram to be below for a confirmation of a short. This would have been an absolute perfect confirmation. This one too would have been even better. We're going to be using the SMA to take the trend direction. So the SMA, when price is below it, we're looking for shorts. When it's above it, we're looking for longs. So yeah, let's go for a couple of trades here. This one looks perfect as a short. We are below the SMA. We have an S for short here. Let's take a short signal just here, and then I'll discuss where we're going to be setting the stop loss and take profit. We're below on the histogram as we should be, so that's a perfect entry. We would actually be on this candle here as our entry, and we're going to be setting our stop loss to the local high over here. We're going to be looking and aiming for a risk to reward of 2, which you can see here in the middle here. We're going to be looking for a risk to reward of 2 to make this a successful trade, and it would have just about made it there, which would have given us a handsome 2.49% profit on this trade and risking 1.47%. So that's absolutely perfect. Let's go look for a long over here to confirm a long. We have a nice long over here, just here. We're looking for a buy signal. We're looking to be above the SMA, which is confirmed. So the current trend is confirmed as bullish. We need to be above on the histogram to be confirmed as well. We're going to look for our long. Our entry is here. We're going to go into this candle here for the open. We're going to set our stop loss around the local lows here and aim for a risk to reward of 2, which is perfect, which would have been a 2.87% win for a stop loss of 1.1%. That would have been a win as well. So it looks like a good trading strategy. It is extremely simple. 3 indicators with buy, sell signals. What you hear to get better. Okay, so that's the setup. I'm going to go away and code the trading strategy for backtesting. As you can see, I've already got it up here anyway. So without further ado, let's move over to the backtesting results up here that I've made with the David Tech indicator. So I have all of the indicators on the screen. I'm using Botify for this, and I have actually coded it into a strategy as well for the optimization. For good news for everybody who may have already been here before, the optimizer is back up and running. It had a bit of a bug over the weekend because the Tradingview changed quite a lot, but it's all back up and running now. So anyway, that was a bit of a segue. Right, okay, back over here, buy, sell signals, we've got perfect. Let's look at the equity curve, and this is all set up in exactly the same way as Trade Guru, and like I said earlier, I'm going to show you some optimizations. So we have a trading strategy which would have lost 5.3% and had a profitable win rate of 20.99, profit factor of 0.8. As you can see, it doesn't look very good at all. But I did continue working on it because it did look good. I was playing around with it. I used ATRs for the stop loss and take profits instead, and got much better results. So first thing I did was went over to here and changed the stop loss and take profits to ATR. And you'll see by using ATR as a stop loss and take profit, it makes things quite a lot better just with that simple change. Now if I go over to here, ATR, stop loss and take profit. Now it's going to go away and back test that, and I'll show you what the ATR bands are while it's actually loading. If we go over to here and add the ATR bands, here, just here by Alexander TH. I've got my own version because it seems, because I just like the colors that I work with on these ones. But when we're looking for our stop losses, we're just setting our stop losses to these lower bands or upper bands when shorting. Just gives us a little bit of a guidance where we should be. It works out volatility in the market and allows you either to set a stop loss, and also is very good for trailing. So I've used those instead, and as you can see, the trading strategy has started to get a little bit more profitable. So let me move over to this tab over here. These are the optimizations that I've found. Now, as you can see, the win rate isn't exceptional, but I have only been working on it for less than an hour. So it can be made a lot better, and I'm pretty impressed, so this is why I'm presenting it to you today. So I'm going to close this very quickly. Let's go over to the back testing results. As you can see, we have a much better result, and I'll go through the optimization in a second. We have a net profit of 395% and a win rate of 49%, a profit factor of 1.8 and a max drawdown of 25%. Now you have to remember, I'm using leverage on this one. I wasn't using leverage here. This was spot, this was leverage trading. Yeah, so it looks much better. If I go over to the results over here, max wins in a row was 5, max losses in a row were 4, so we still have a positive max win rate ratio. And yeah, total wins 25, total losses 26. Now that was one thing that I was going to say. Number of trades was only 51 here, but I will deep backtest it in a minute with everybody. Let's go through the optimizations very quickly together, and then I will go through the deep backtesting and things like that. So the optimizations, I've literally done the David Tech strategy sort of optimizations very quickly. I've used ATR, as I said earlier, and the ignore wicks. We have a maximum stop loss set in percentage so that we don't go too deep into our max drawdown with ATRs. That is always a possibility. We're using the dynamic positioning that I use always on my trading strategies for the leverage and things like that. It's a brilliant way of not losing money in these consolidating areas here, and helps you to position much better in your trading strategies. And if I continue down, I'll show you the indicators that I've actually added. I've only changed a couple of things. I changed the trend direction to a volume weighted moving average instead, on a length of 75. That seemed to give me the best trading setups here. If I could continue down, I also removed Friday and Saturday from trading strategy because I don't like trading over the weekend. They seem to lose a lot on the crypto itself. And I've added our volume flow indicator just here. Now the volume flow is easy enough to add. It's in here on indicators. You don't have to use my trading strategies. The volume flow is by Lazy Bear, and you can use that as well. And I've also enabled the bull power, which really doesn't make much difference. It just seems to help in deep backtesting a little bit. Not much, hardly at all. Okay, let's go over to the deep backtester here, and let's deep backtest this trading strategy on Bybit, and then we'll go and try and find some more data to even deep backtest it even further. Okay, as you can see on Bybit, we still don't have a lot of data. It goes back to 2020. We have 76 trades. We have a 52% win rate and 1.94 profit. We have 1,400% profit. And if I look down here at the and if we look at the buy to hold return, we got a 276%, which we absolutely smashed. Okay, so yeah, if I go over to Coinbase over here, for example, we have a lot more data. We can go all the way back to 2014. So I'm going to generate the report for that as well on deep backtesting, and I hope that will give us even more data to backtest on. Okay, as you can see, we have more backtesting data. We have now 10,491%. We have nearly 200 trades with 186 there. Profitability hasn't changed a lot, really. We're at 46.77%. Now, you've got to remember that's going through all market conditions, so it isn't that bad, really, and certainly hasn't changed a lot. 1.7%, and our max drawdown hasn't changed much either at 34%. We need to work on that. We also need to work on things like these dips here. We can see if we can improve on them, and even try and work out ways of maybe getting more trades. But overall, the equity curve is going in the right direction. It doesn't look overfitted because I haven't added that many indicators at all. And in general, it seems quite a good trading strategy. Even on the other coin pairs, it doesn't seem too bad. It certainly looks like a very good starting point for anybody who wants to start working on it and optimizing this trading strategy. I'm going to be calling this one the Ultimate Purple Cloud on Tradingview. You can find the links to it down in the description. Come and join us via Patreon, in Discord, where I do AMAs and things like that. I really look forward to meeting everybody in Singapore next week. Before I go, I promised that I'll do a giveaway to somebody that commented last week into the video, and I'm going to be doing every single week, so don't forget to put a comment down in the description down below. Okay, let's go over to last week's video here, and let's give away. I'm going to click here, and we're going to pick a winner together. Okay, let's go. The Rabbit, I believe that you're already a big part of the community, so congratulations to you. Next month will be free as part of the David Tech. Thank you very much, guys, for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look very much forward to meeting some of you in Singapore next week. Take care, keep safe. I'll see you on Friday. Trade like a boss. Goodbye.